ICE getting their ass whooped, baby, in Brooklyn by the Haitian community. Y'all didn't learn your lesson from your ancestors when they got whooped by the Haitian slaves back in the 1800s? Uh-oh!
People are fighting back. The Haitians are fighting back. Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing today? The girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is about Asians fighting back. So if you don't know, there's this big detention going on in the United States presently now, where a lot of people are being kidnapped by the ICE, the immigration body, and some of them are being deported to their country, while some of them are being detained in detention center. And we've seen this happen where people have been just picked up randomly and now decide to go to New York, to Brooklyn to do that. And the Haitian people decided to make it an entire carnival. Literally, the Asian people told the ICE and the government that you're not going to come to our neighborhood to pick our family and take them away and detain them or deport them. That's not going to happen. They came out in hundreds and thousands protecting their own people, and this has set the tone generally on the internet, and everybody's saying that this is the way to handle this situation of mass deportation and all that is going on right now in the United States. So, like, you guys, like, I'm super like pumped on this, and a lot of people are saying that the Asians people should be careful because they were the first people that fought against slavery and got their independence of slavery. I think I said it in the end of the video that Asians, they are the slaves that the slave master considered stubborn. Those were the people they moved to Haiti, Jamaica, and all that. So I'm not surprised this is what they are doing, because if you know, we West African people, the ones that are stubborn. And imagine putting a collection of stubborn people and then moving them to a particular area. You can just imagine. They will call them hothead, but it is what it is. Those are the descendants. I can say those are the descendants of slaves that fought back against slavery and even during slavery, and the slave master could not handle them. So I'm not surprised they're fighting back. It's in their gene. Let's go. So let's go check out a couple of clips of them fighting back and ICE and how they turned this into an entire carnival, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more. This is what happens when we come together. This is a whole carnival.
Haitians are always on the right side of history. I don't care what nobody say. So you telling me that ICE came to Brooklyn, specifically Little Haiti, Flatbush, kote all Haitians you leave? I guess ICE was trying to detain the Haitians over there, and the Haitians were not going for it. I think that people forget that we were the first ones to be freed. My people got a taste of slavery and said, we can't do this. Wrap this up by tonight. We did. If there's anything that we know Haitian people are known for doing, is fight for what they believe in. And they done beat ICE the up and ran them out of the hood, as they should. Yup, the Haitians beat up ICE. So you can see right here, recent ICE operations in Brooklyn have intensified, particularly in Little Haiti and East Flatbush, sparking community resistance and safety concerns. Y'all see how many people came outside?
Right.
ICE You need some ice. You're outnumbered. Yes, they fought them with their hands and feet and baton and whatever else they could find. Probably a sandal. Somebody probably even had a belt. Point is, you don't fuck with Haitian and every other minority group. Let this be a lesson. You have hands and feet. Use them. And due to all these Haitians that came out and stood together, they successfully ran ice out of Flatbush. Because we own Flatbush. Talking about, we have a whole neighborhood in that bitch. Little Haiti. Y'all got some nerve. I mean, as the Haitians say, and it's literally on our flag, l'union fait la force. And fait l'union, fait force, et puis bat you.
So I saw a couple videos of Haitians actually fighting back against ICE. ICE is in the Haitian community trying to kidnap some people, and the Haitians were literally fighting back, pulling ICE off of their people, throwing them to the ground, escorting their people away from them. Anytime ICE would grab somebody, the people would hop on that ICE agent and throw them to the ground. They were literally fighting back. And this honestly makes sense, because what you said is so true. There are people that would rather die fighting to stay here than go back to a country where they're going to do nothing but suffer. And for the people that are gonna, well, why is their country nothing but suffering? Because of America. America destabilized the country, planted corrupt regimes, and then wonder why you have people fleeing the country to come over here looking for freedom. Then they're gonna take the people that fled from the mess that they created and try to ship them back there. I wish I could show you guys some of the videos that I saw of the Haitian people fighting back, but all those videos seem to get removed immediately. They don't want us watching videos of people fighting back against ICE. The numbers, Mason. The numbers. What do they mean?
Gade fwe kan Iceman. Gade bouzen Iceman. Ice in Brooklyn, like, tried to snatch up some Haitians and got beat the hell up. Didn't your forefathers learn their lesson in the 1800s when black Haitians, black slaves, whooped their ass too and gained our independence? It's literally in our DNA. What you think was going to happen? You going to come to a whole neighborhood full of Haitians in Brooklyn, New York, and you thought you was going to snatch one of them up? Nah. Get Momo.
ICE, I suggest y'all stand down. The fact that y'all went to Brooklyn and thought y'all could go get them Haitians in Brooklyn, y'all crazy. Let me tell you something. Brooklyn Haitians and Florida Haitians are nothing to play with. You shouldn't play with Haitians, period. Okay? Period. But I'm telling you, they cut from a different cloth. Okay? Because the way Manushka was ragging, like, she was not playing with you. Pooh was not playing with you. Hey! That video brought me so much joy. Because to leave these people alone, Haitians are not going down with a fight. Okay? Okay, first country to gain its independence, okay? Let's really not do that. ICE, I suggest y'all stand down. And I suggest the other migrants to take, a chapter of our book. We don't do that. You feel me? Like, I'm here for it. But then, like, I don't know. I'm scared at the same time. Because, like, we don't know what the hell these people got planned. But don't do it. Thank you.
ICE got their ass beat by some Haitians in Brooklyn. And that just goes to show you, bro, it's a reason why we were the first African nation to free ourselves from slavery, fam. It's a reason these people won't take up with your shit, fam. If they tired of it, they tired of it. That's it, fam. And for those of y'all wondering, damn, why don't y'all just go to your country if y'all just want to be violent and shit? Bro, if you don't understand the history that Haitians have with America, fam, most of us never really wanted to leave our country. We just were forced to do so because America rid us of our resources and then they forced us into poverty. So now that we come in here to this country because that's all the options we have, y'all want to force us back and rid us of more resources, fam? Nah, bro. Some people would rather go ahead and get themselves off rather than sit there and go back to that poverty. That's real poverty. Y'all don't understand what real poverty is until you have to sit there and not be able to take care of yourself, your kids, your family. None of it, bro. Nobody's going back to that shit willingly, fam. I don't blame them. I'll fight too. All that to say, man, y'all Mexicans need to learn how to put hands on them people, bro. Fight back, bro. Fight back. Get up.
I'm so freaking proud of the Haitian community. This is how you do it. If we all did exactly what they did, we could do this. We got to stand together. All I've been saying is fight back. Do not let them get you. ICE agents aren't ICE agents. If they were actually ICE agents, if they're just people with masks and just doing this shit because they can, then why are we not able to fight back? I know why we can't, because everybody's afraid they're going to get in trouble. They're going to go to jail. They're going to get arrested. Something's going to happen to their family. They're going to lose their job, and then they're not going to be able to feed their family. They're going to lose their house. Basically, one wrong move, and the whole fucking house of cards falls down. But what's better? Being homeless and jobless and possibly not being able to take care of your family? Or being picked up and taken to a concentration camp, a detention center, fucking whatever you want to call it. We all know what it is. Not everybody's there yet, but it's fucked up.
Ice, what did we learn? Don't be going around messing with Haitians. Knowing the history that Haitians have of whooping, beating up the behind of the people who enslaved them and who trying to mess with them. If y'all didn't know, there is this story circulating around. I don't know if it's true, but basically Ice went and tried to get this man and he whooped the FBI. I don't know if this story is true, but it is so funny. Haitian people don't play. Haitian people don't play. So Ice, maybe I gotta think, where y'all go. I'm just saying, y'all be careful out there. Because Haitians, depending on who you approach, you might get a little bit of a whooping.
See, my thing is, I don't know why they up here playing with Haitians like Haitians ain't beat the hell out of them when they try to put them in slavery. Y'all remember the revolution? You know what's in their DNA, and trauma stays in the genes. Trauma stays in the genes. So I don't know if y'all want to really mess with the Haitians, cause Haitians is warmongers. Don't let the little cutesy soft-spoken accents fool you. Haitians bring war when you bring oppression to their doorstep. I think we should leave the Haitians alone. Well, not me, because I really already deal with Haitians. But y'all people that's trying to mess with them Haitians over there, you refrigerator people, pick your battles wisely. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. That's all I'm gonna say. Pick them. Now when you got to root up your ass, don't cry because you didn't know what was gonna happen to you. Okay, keep playing with the Haitians.
So check me out. ICE went to Brooklyn and tried to deport Haitian community, people in the Haitian community, and they weren't going. And if you look at the videos that's flooding social media, one of the things I want the black people to realize is that this is how we supposed to navigate anybody coming into our communities and beating down, dragging and hanging and all these other crazy stuff that's going on across the United States. This is how we're supposed to be utilizing our unity to prevent this stuff from happening. They're not going back into that neighborhood without having some form or fashion of military equipment and gear and whatever the case may be. They're going to have to really get the whole 1% of that city or state to go into that neighborhood. Now, this is what I want to bring to everybody's attention. The United States have the policing of maybe close to 1% of the population. And if you're talking about 1% of the population, we're not even talking about 300,000, 400,000 individuals across the whole United States as police officers. You see what I'm saying? We got 43 to 48 million black individuals walking on this continent, or, North America. Anyway, so my question is this. Why are we letting this small percentage of people dictate how we move? Why are we letting this small percentage of people, our people, incarcerate our people for nothing, for absolutely nothing? And so, you know, I'm saying come together. I'm saying unite. I'm saying, lock in with people that surround you in your community. Love on each other and know, hey, look, the houses, the cars, and all that other stuff, man, they cool, and it's solid to have, and it's fun to operate in this beautiful society when it's operating the way it should. But when it's not, it's time to make sure we course correct. A lot of people are afraid to stand up like the Haitian community stood up because they're afraid of losing their homes, their cars, and all this other stuff. But guess what? One thing, Haitians were not going to be in prison and not going to be sent to concentration camps and be put in position of servitude and slavery and all this other oppression. They said, look, we rather fight and die than to be sent back to a mess or treated like a mess. And so my question is, like, are we going to stand up? Like, are we going to unify? And I've seen a lot of groups out there, y'all. Like, it's a lot of groups out there. So when I talk about all the groups, I'm talking about the NAACP. I'm talking about the what is it? Hebrew Israelites. I'm talking about the Alphas, the Kappas, the Omegas, the Sigmas, the Iotas. I'm talking about the Bloods, the Crips, the folks, the GDs, all of them. I'm talking about everybody out there that is a group of brotherhood black men who's standing up for those black men in that brotherhood. And what I would like to see is everybody come together. Somebody sit at a round table and we start navigating in each city. Starting the big metropolitan cities, man. And I'm confident that the way the minds are working right now and how everybody's moving right now and the climate that we're living in, that this would be on a whole nother level, and it's going to change the trajectory of history for black and brown people in our communities. So big shout out to Haitians, man. Keep protecting the people that you love and care about. Don't let just anybody come up, even if they got a police on their chest. Don't let them just come up, man. I'm telling you, there's 9 in that chamber, 10, 12 at the max in that chamber, and you got to get it out the holster. And if they come in with those things, you know what I'm saying? I'm not promoting violence, man. But what I'm saying is that if they're coming at you violently, and there's
Protect
50
yourself.
people, that one ain't gonna do nothing.
Sure.
In fact, they're gonna think about whether or not they should pull it out because it's to their detriment if they did. So anyway, 1 to 50, 1 to 20, you know what I'm saying? Look, there's power in numbers, man. Stay unified, stay connected. There's a lot of us out there. All we have to do is lock up. And so let's get connected. If that's something y'all interested in, man, y'all holler at me. I got some plans. I got some views, and I want to connect with every black man in the United States who's looking to create unity and a more structured and empowered community for our people. Love y'all. I'll see y'all at the top.
Please, you let me know what you think about this entire conversation of the Asians fighting back ICE and taking their own people. I want to know your own take down in the comment section. But please, as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. So for me personally, I like saying things like this because it just shows that there is serious power in numbers. And a lot of the time, especially as people, especially as black people, we we're so worried to fight back. But one thing a lot of people are not talking about and a lot of people are not saying. Let me go back to some history. Do you guys know the people that made up the Asian people? Like, let me tell you guys, let me give you guys during the transatlantic slave, if you know your history, you know this. During the transatlantic slave, the slaves that were stubborn and that was giving the colonized masters a lot of tough time, they didn't take them to the US. They took them to the Caribbean. And one of the major places they dropped most of those slaves were in Haiti, Jamaica, and all that. And those are the descendants of stubborn slaves. Just saying. So I am not surprised because you guys know the transatlantic slave came off, was majorly focused on West Africa. And I'm from West Africa, I'm from Nigeria. And the truth is that we have coconut head. Like, have you ever seen a West African person that is stubborn and is like, no, no? And just imagine now taking collective of all stubborn West African and putting them in one place and then their descendants. Like, I'm not surprised that they are doing this. I'm not surprised. I'm happy they're able to do this and stand up for their people and for themselves, because a lot of the times when we're scared to fight back, we is because of the repercussion. But what we don't understand that the combination, sometimes this is where sometimes it's beneficial to be stubborn. It's beneficial to have coconut head, like we call it in Nigeria. Like, this is the time where it's beneficial, because we can't, people, as especially as people collective, and especially as Black people, we can't keep sitting back and allowing the tiny little 1% and all that control and do a lot. If we come together as a people, we're going to like, but what they did there, like, is tea. They have they have coconut, and like, I like just seeing them, seeing how they were like, how many, like, there's the same word, how many people you fit kill, like, at the time, how many people can you unalive? Because let's say, okay, the police wants to fire, how many do you want to fire when already like 100 is already on you? How many is, it was literally like a carnival. So how many do you think you can hit before they will pound on you? You get it? So whether we like it or not, this police and all that, they're also scared of themselves. They're also scared for their life. They're humans like us. And when they see that the numbers are outnumbering them, they're going to be careful the way they move. They may hit one person, but how many can they hit? So especially with the way this administration is going on, like kidnapping people, deporting them, putting them in detention, I feel like this is the way, like the carnival way, the carnival way of taking them out of their neighborhood, the carnival way of protecting their family. Because the truth is that when you send people back to places where some of them they've never been to in the last 30 years, or some of them they've never even been there because they were born in the US and all that, what do you expect them to do? Or they brought them to the US when they were kids. What do you expect them to do when they get there? And the truth is that, like the other brother was saying, that most of these countries, especially Haiti and other countries in the world that is on, has a lot of political and instability, insecurity issues, most of them still boils down to the United States. The United States has a hand in it, or maybe some Western country or some European country usually have a hand in it. So you see these people want to migrate, and they're migrating to where this is safe and all that, and yet you're not. That's how you see people in Europe countries. Someone like myself, I want to go to Europe now. They're going to ask me to bring my ancestors' kidney before they can give me a visa. Why they can easily come to Africa, most countries in Africa, without a visa. You see, so the Haiti people, go do your thing. People, especially as Black people, we need to start standing up and protecting ourselves. There is power in numbers. There is power in numbers. This just made me feel good so far. Like, anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.